All right, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me and everything's going well. It is just me solo today, so we'll go through the rapid fire HGA. I am a participant, so we'll go through a bit of my games and then others as we continue. So hopefully everything is good. I am verifying that I am live on stream. It looks like I am, and it looks like you can hear me too. Fantastic. Sorry, it just takes me a little while when I'm just solo, so we'll be looking at the chat as we go. And you can see here my first game, so hopefully no one snipes me, but that's all right. It's going to be a bit of fun. Can I go the same as last time? We will see. So I'll just move on into in-game view as we are choosing my decks. Who will I use today? I'm going to stick with what I won last week. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go for Solemn Hell Luau, as I have called this deck. Just a bit of fun, something different. Sticking to Bravos, which I did last time. Let's see. I am playing against Vanipedes. Congratulations. Boy, it's a little daunting to see how they have what they've got compared to me. But let's see. What is the best cards to keep? It's a tough one. I do like that. Do I want them? They do have removal, so it's useful for me to keep that. Let's see if this is the right approach, given I do want to be able to pass first every time. Now, one thing it'd be interesting to see as I play is whether or not my my ability to discard through Suha, so basically to sabotage, is going to happen before their chance if they put something out. Rough for me, so it's a 1-0 for them. Not looking good on that first play. I am passing, which gives me the Halua token, but we'll see where we go. Man, I'm already behind. I don't like being behind against anybody. I'm so used to playing such an aggro deck. But on a positive side, I do have more cards now available to me than they do. Though I will say the Suha doesn't give you much in that first stage. Rough. Which one do I want to do? I'm going to... I do want ramp, so let's see if that helps us out at all. Let's see what they will play out here. So thankfully the Ouroboros Inkcast are coming out from reserve, so they don't get the benefit of returning and cycling a card. That helps me out a little bit, but we will see what they do. They end up playing that card first, depending on where we are. Yeah, let's see. I am going to basically play this out to block them, so we are going to potentially go for a 1-for-1 unless they've got some level of removal, but at least I will be able to ramp a little bit. I am going to pass. Unfortunately, because of what they've done, I don't get the chance to get my Halua token because they pass themselves. So discard to Mana Mighty Jin. I'll do that, so I am getting a little bit more offered to me, but I am still behind on the expedition. Let's see. What will I do? What do they have? Oh, Sap Duende isn't really going to do much against me, but let's see if I can get what I need. Now, the good thing is all my characters are going to be tough, so any removal that they've got is going to cost them just a little bit more against Vanipedes. I do need to get my ranking up. At least I've breached over 200. It feels like it has been a while. Okay, so what I will have to do is, can I force them to play another card? I'm going to force them to play another card, so that way, even if it is 1-for-1, I do need to get my Halua out. And at least this way, I'm progressing, they're not. They will have to play another card so they can get a single progression, but then they'll have to remove one. Unless they do to Sap Duende, they are not. Oh, that's a little bit difficult for me. I am not progressing. Man, I am falling a fair bit behind. The good thing is, from the next day onwards, I will be able to to get some level of advance. Man, I am losing it. I always forget about Hathor. Hathor's such a great card. A really difficult one for me to play against. Discard to mana again, so at least I'm ramping. It's whether or not it's enough. That's the scary part for me. So what do I want to get rid of this time? The good thing is any additional advancements that I have, I will be able to get Halua out, which will be useful for me. Okay, getting rid of Hathor to return another card. Of course, they're going to get Magical Training out, get the chance to continually play it and go backwards. But this is good for me. Like what they're doing allows me then to play again. It's a question of where do I want to play, given. So I'm going to play on this side. Okay, let's see if this helps me at all. It's a real big question for me is do I play anything else? Can I get some level of clawback? Because I am 2 expeditions behind. The Magpin Quarter will come out for 333. Oh no, it doesn't actually. Oh, very nice. Amali being played out. Get the benefit. Get the card draw. Now this is the question that I've got to have is do I pass to get Halua up? Or do I try? I've got to. Even though I could go 2 for 1, I'm going to pass. So for future days, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but we're going to see it here. Get some level of advancement, but I am still very, very far behind. 2 expeditions behind. So they will be able to progress pretty quickly. Let's go discard 2 mana. The good thing is I have got 3 additional resources that they don't have. Is that a good thing? We're going to find out soon. So let's see. I may discard a card. Let's see. Get rid of that for now. Let's see if this is useful. Maybe not, but we're going to find out. Oh, they could sleep my. Okay. Interesting. Which one do I want to do? Let's see if this works out. Don't know if that's the best thing. Really tough play for me, but at least I've got some stats out. So 432, 332, got 4 resources remaining, but as you can see, I can't really play out what I've got. But I will be able to bring out another Halua on one side. Hopefully that is enough. And even if it's an issue for the next day, the unfortunate part is with the hunger that I've got in play doesn't really help me. When I leave the expedition zone, you may return another card other than me from reserve to your hand. I'm going to pass. Hopefully it forces him to play a few more cards. We're going to find out. We will. So hopefully everyone's week's good. The good thing is, like as we're going through, GameFound has been oh, rubbish. So he progresses. Once again, I don't. Very, very smart play with Vanipedes. I am not doing the best at this deck right now. And given it is, let's see, what do I do? Let's see. What will happen next? A rough one for me. Okay. So I honestly... Can I do anything? You may discard a card from hand. Oh, that's a lot of fun stuff that they've got. But thankfully, there's no reserves. There's no spells in their reserve that they can get back with the 2 uniques that they've got, which is useful. I may have to just go for the hunger. Noting that I am so far behind that I am not going to be able to do much there. But we'll see. And then once this game is over, we'll get a chance to watch some of the other players as well. So I am going to play... Let's see. I just want him to see if there's something I can do. At least I can play the Hunger Last. Get something more from their hand would be awesome to do. But I believe they're probably going to play a card from their reserve, though those are useless with what they're trying to do. Let's see what they've got in it. Now, if they have another of the Amalis, I just wasted a chance to get rid of some of their cards. But hey, this is all learning as I try to learn Halua. So they're thinking through this stage, but although I've taken much more thinking time than them, what am I doing? But no, the uniques are very interesting. I do like that the spell looping ones that they've got. Unfortunately, that's not going to help me. So I am going to Hunger, and I will get out of my single zone. I have to do that. Unfortunately, not really helping myself. Looking at what I've got one card in hand. They do have a lot more. Sure, they can trigger and get themselves something back. I don't know if they will. We're going to see what they've got available to them. Can that additional card draw help me in the future? Unfortunately, it's not. They're going to be able to get some rough. And my Gigantic isn't really going to help me either. So if I had been thinking, and I could have looked into it, like if they played Aloe Veras, I should have maybe played on the other side. But I did want to get out of my forest. None of these cards really are going to help me, which is better. None of these are going to help 3/3/2. It may feel like it is all over Red Rover for me. Oh, drats. Where can I do the most damage? Let's see. What can I do that they've got? They can sleep they can sleep it so easily. I think it is definitely a loss for me. Oh well. Let's see if we can do this. At least force them to not be able to play a character. So they may sleep some of my stuff, but can I get them to... Will they play on... Like, if they play anything, can they beat 776? I think they can. 776, 224. They'll be easily be able to get that. They just need 2 in... do they have any characters? Do they have anything in play? Yep. Gets the boosts. So right now I do have to pass. At least I'm going to get the Halua to come out, but that's really not going to help me, even though it is gigantic. Sleep, one of my cards, and it is definitely good game. Let's bring that out. Chat at this table. GG. Well done. And then sleep my other character on the other side. Oh, no, sleep both of them, because they do need to do that to get interesting. Well done to him. Cannot repeat what I did last round, but that's all right. It's always just a bit of fun as we play. Okay, gotta wait for him to finish the game, return to main site. Let's have a look to see who is still playing. and we will do that. So we do have, how many? 17 people today, so we'll go through that. I will go into, actually, game 4. Let's do this. We're up to game 3, up towards the very end. I will change the view there for you. And there seems to be a server error. Let's see if we can do that. We're still a fair bit to go in this round. And looking at Traced, already on its ability, will actually trigger this here. So will you get rid of Messick Tet? I think you have to get rid of Messick Tet when you're playing in this case. You've got to get rid of one of them. Stop that ability of them being strong and interesting. Nice, unique Achilles, 6/5 for 4/5/4, and it has tough 1. And when a character joins your expedition, if you control 3 or more characters, which they do, and get to draw a card, this is lovely. It's any character. It's not a non-token character. So we're going to see a lot of card draw from us, our Gulrang player. So what do they have available to them? We know they can play out. They did play out field reinforcements to give themselves a little bit more of a boost. Are we going to see more than just a 2 for 2? Oh, only able to draw. They did not get the benefit of the individuals as well. So could Traced get themselves much further ahead. Getting to sleep will end up sleeping the Achilles so that they can continue to get a plethora of card draw. So Clem is looking very much like the hostage style decks, or waiting to the very end. Just this is what you've got to do with Gulrang though. Now what we're going to see is Scaragon choosing to make one of their bugs fall asleep, so that makes sure that they can still get the 2 for 2. Is there anything else they want to play out? More than likely not. But we are about 4 minutes left in this round, so we'll see what ends up happening. What is Clem going to do? He's got not much to choose from. They're passing. Here we go. Getting the 2 advances, but is that enough against a very, very strong Gulrang deck that has one of the best styles of uniques to be able to draw? Like that is if you can draw in this game, more than likely going to win, have that card advantage, that selection advantage. That's probably the best way of putting it. The selection of cards you have at your disposal, should any situation come up, it gives you more chances, more varied responses, more chances at the pool. And we are looking here that both of them are still on 10 mana, but 9 cards available to Clem 0533, which is really, really strong. Ends up playing the Signet to activate which of the abilities, so we'll see which one. Create a Vast Bug token. No, choosing to activate the Messick Tet again so that they can get the double card draw, and also getting rid of the Haven in this case, so no additional boost for Traced when it goes from reserve, which is really great. It looks like this may end up becoming an even field at the end of today. Lots of resources. Once again, looking to get rid of the second Messick Tet. Is there another one in hand? We have an interesting question. And either way, if none of them have been mannered, they will come back shortly. There's only 6 cards left in deck, and automatically brings out another Messick Tet to replace the one that... Of course, that has got to give Scaragon some kind of headache. Rough. And what we'll probably see with the last resources being used, oh no, nice work, sabotaging the hypothermia will be what you do. But is there another hypothermia in hand for Gulrang? And if there is, it will be brilliant. I am playing Thaddeus. I just lost the first round, so I am joining the other games as we speak, so looking forward to continue. I did not have the lucky streakers last time. I changed up a deck trying to learn Halua, and apparently my deck is not very strong. But anyway, there we go. And we do see the hypothermia be played out, so we can get an additional card draw into the next day. So those Messick Tets that got removed will be coming back very shortly, because if we look at their reserve, there really is only 12 cards, so 2 out of 12, pretty good chances that within 2 rounds you will be able to get it, and have your second Messick Tet out. Now, if you've got a unique like that Achilles, why would you not, right? But we are back to even playing field, though when you're looking from card advantage, Clem 0533 has got a huge benefit. It's funny. Thaddeus, you could. I don't care if you snipe me. It really doesn't matter if someone looks at what I'm doing. This is all fun and games. It was cool last week when Nick was joining us because he could hold the cast and I could play and I could talk about what I'm doing. A much better chance last time than this time, and we are getting to see even more card draws. So we are seeing the 12 cards that were in their deck in their discard go back into deck. Of course, it does have to get shuffled. You don't see that on BGA, but it is what it's done. Paju starting to see a lot more play in the Traced and Rossum builds, not just in the Izuri builds. Just it's more for its even stats of 2/2/2 for 2, but what it can do as a quick ability of creating an aerolith. So when you're really trying to get your trace counters up, it's pretty easy to give you a benefit for what you do. Interesting, playing out the Ordis Overseer, getting even more card draw, only 7 left, so we can see that they will absolutely get what they need. So I'm interested as an Ordis player whether there's going to be more cards that have the discount effects. There's not that many to select from compared to other factions, but are they going to be bringing that in terms of something we can do? Because the resupply Sigismar you're starting to see, you've seen a few of those, and they've been pretty successful in a way, but you really don't have that much to discard. The benefit for Sigismar is that usually your costs are 1s and 2s, so it doesn't cost you much. But you can play from your reserve, never really play from hand in that case, unless you want to keep some of your removals. But we'll see what ends up happening. Fantastic conscription being played. Once again, getting 3 card draws from... actually, not 3. Yes, we'll be getting 3 card draws with the conscription, and it looks like it is going to be another 2-0 for Clem 0533. It's insane. It's ridiculous. So... if you can, it's draw a card, Thaddeus, but yes, because of the conscription allowing them to draw 3 cards and only have 4 cards available to them in the deck, so just 1 in discard and 3 in their drawing capability. So if anything else gets played out, they will be able to get another one, and ultimately then they'll have every card available to them the next day. Absolute insanity. The good thing is, oh no, there probably is another hypothermia, I think, that's going to get played out. No additional hypothermia. So did not get to draw the hypothermia. So from a perspective, the Achilles is going to go, but it's going to go to reserve and it'll be played out next day. Wow. Rough ride for poor Scaragon right now against Clem. And what we see on the other side, while can you activate your Armored Jammer straight away? Is there an opportunity for them to do it, though? I don't think they can, because Gulrang is going to go first. You're more than likely going to see that. But do they just do it and let's get the misery over and done with for poor Scaragon? So, sheesh. All right. Oh, choosing not to play it out yet. Interesting. Very interesting in terms of what they're going to do. Is it going to be a fair round? I don't think so when you have 18 cards in hand. Absolute ludicrous. Absolute ludicrousy. I don't even know the right word. There you go. So from a GameFound perspective, Set 5 is live. That's fantastic for each and every one of us. We'll be able to play along for a little bit longer. I do hope that, per their announcement, one of the things that they do is look at their operating model. While they didn't release how much the stores made, or their portion, if they're close enough, it means that it's looking okay, it's fairly viable. But we do always have to look from the cost perspective. But then also from our perspective, what's the growth? Is there some growth from this set that we can get into next set, and that will cover some more of those? The unique that was played out, just read it quickly, 4/2 for 2/3/2. When played from hand, if you control 4 or more characters, create 2 Ordis Recruit Soldier tokens in each expedition. Fantastic. Really strong. No benefit from reserve, and we are seeing now the 3rd unique be played out, the Katagiran Alchemist. You may sacrifice a character if you do create 2 Ordis Recruit tokens, and you're seeing absolute insanity with what's coming out. Fantastic. 11-12-11 against 14-4 and 14-14-14. GG's should be coming out very soon from Scaragon. The thing in these tournaments as well, you cannot give up. You can pass, but you cannot give up in a tournament mode. So congratulations to Clem. We are basically out of time, so this may have been the last game available. I'll take us through to the tournament page, and we will see me join my next game. All right, I'm just going to wait for Shroomf. Looks like I can go straight to the game, and I will. Let's get the in-game view going here, and I'll stick to my Solemn Hell Luau 4.0. 4.0, I do this for all my decks, really, that are based on the season. 4.0, 4.5s. That's basically when the mid-season patch goes ahead. Nice and simple for me. I'm a simple man, as I tell my wifey every single day. And she says, no, not really, but anyway. All right, so I do have some really good cards to be able to play out. I do like the ability of ramping, but it's a question of, oh, which ones do I want to keep? You know what? I'm going to get rid of one of my tiny gins. Not sure if that is the right thing to do. I would love to have the ability of ramping that, though. Okay, so there's potential that I may not have the card. I want to keep the unique in hand just for some stats. But the good thing is, let's play out the Sarengar and see what happens, because I know I can at least progress with that Sarengar being a 3 cost. Lyra Bastion coming out, that is actually not too bad. I haven't seen the Ouroboros build for a while. So, some fun play here for us. Alright, and Abandoned Depot, when played out, draw a card. Okay, that's fantastic. So what this allows me to do is get a 2-for-1, and now I'm slightly ahead, seeing if I can control the pace a little bit. I do not, though, get to pass first, so I'm not getting my trigger, which is definitely not what I want to do when I'm playing Sol and Halua. But it was, I think, I don't know, it's a good trade-off there. I'm choosing the trade-off that I prefer the progression, but maybe I should not have in this case. What do I want to discard? Let's see. Let's do that one. Keep some cards in hand. Give myself some more things if I am looking to ramp. My hope is that they don't have removal. And once again, they got to choose. Will they remove my ramp? Will they remove my card draw? Choosing to draw themselves, then let's see what they end up playing out. Okay, interesting. Now, I cannot progress on that side, but what I can do is I may be able to... it's an interesting thing, but then I'll flood my board. So if I play... Because I could block him, though. So I want to see what he ends up playing, because I know I can progress on the companion side. Can I block him out and basically have a 1-for-1? Okay, interesting. I am going to go and go 2-0, 1-0 by playing the Sarengar on the hero side. So I will be able... Oh, sorry, I don't progress because I'm dumb. I did not... I looked at the wrong side. So at least I blocked him out. I don't get progression. Unfortunately, again, I'm not getting the Halua. I'm thinking like I'm playing Basira and Kojo. So this is the big change in the way of thinking that I'm just not getting right now. But it's all right. We will get it as we progress. The good thing is, now the hard thing for me is I have still not got a single trigger on my Halua. So that is going to get a little rough. Okay, let's get rid of this one. So I've got 6 resources available to me. But now the good thing is they can spend Keylon counters, but it's not really going to help them on the restocking station, which I think is just an absolute bomb of a card. Fantastic card. So I'm going to play, first of all, Parliament of Ashes to make sure everything I have now has an additional an additional tough. And because I'm playing the rares, I also get card draw, which I really want, especially when I'm playing Halua. When I'm playing the Hunger as one of my cards. So I will keep the Hunger until they've got some things in play. Very interesting here. So it's a rough one. Which one do I choose? let me see what ends up happening here. Could I want to just go the I'm going to go the hero side. Oh, freaking idiot. So I gave him the token because I assumed that the left-hand side, the way that I'm used to seeing it, it's there, but apparently it changes, and I didn't even notice that. Oh well, I might go. Oh, that is so funny. Oh well, he'll get the double progression, and I'm gonna get. Oh, that's kind. Oh, that is so funny. So we're none of us progressing. I think we're both. Thanks so much, Roof. That's hilarious. Wow. Let's see. You know I'm going to talk about this when I do the podcast. So thanks a lot, Shroom. I appreciate it. Maybe that I don't know if that was going to be the play or not, but at least I've got my first Halua advancement. I still got a long way to go to be able to get something good. Thing is, the restocking station has gone away, noticing that's not their game plan. But I do think this is really what they want to do, is have the Ouroboros and the Foundry when they play things out. I'll actually hide that. Rough one for me, but geez, I got to start thinking, what the heck am I doing? Let me see, what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of the second, even though card draw is always good. What are we going to see from Shrimp as he goes through? I really like Sierra's really fun build. Like really going into the robots. Okay, so Blizzard being another one that comes out. I think they're going to choose and then play it out for one, resupply. Play out the resupply. Fantastic. Ooh, choosing to keep. When you play a permanent, if you control 2 or more brass bug, permanents create. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. And when it's played, your permanent costs 3 less. Interesting. Okay, let's see what ends up happening here. Is he going to force my hand in terms of where I play? I do want to play out the hunger the next turn to get rid of some of his advantages that he's got, but gonna be rough. Come on, let's see. I do want to pass first, though. Am I getting myself the chance to pass? Plays out the Foundry mechanic. Interesting. So then he'll play if you control 1 or more landmarks. Yeah, now I've got to be very careful. I don't know if you see it. See, right there? I'm so used to being on the left-hand side, but it doesn't always happen. I am going to try to go for the 1-for-1, 1-0 advancement, so I'm still ahead, which, believe it or not, just don't know how. Choosing to boom, but going to pay the extra. Having to pay the extra to get rid of, or getting rid of my... Wow. Really? No problem there for me. So then what I will do is I'll play the Seringar so that I can at least get the double progression. Really looking forward to that. Although they can't really play that because the Vishkama gets you the 3-card discount, but it's for the next day. Once again, not getting my Halua token progression, but I am ahead. So now I'm ahead 3, but it is all difficult. Okay, now I've got. So which one do I get rid of? I am going to get rid of one of my Suhas for now. And the hope is that based on how I play, I can get enough benefit. But let's see what ends up happening. So if I play it out, can I force them to? The good thing is I'll be able to get the Halua out, which is, sorry, Halua token to number to 2. But I'm going to force them to play 3 cards out, or maybe even have to play more than that if they want to try to beat me on both sides. Now, they may be happy with going a 1-0, and the reason why is there's 3 toughs on right now. So 1 tough from the Parliament of Ashes, 2 toughs from the Kaibara. I'm going to pass to finally get my second trigger for Halua, which means at least from next day onwards, I will be able to get one. They are choosing to play out their Brass Bug. Now, they do have to play it on the companion side. It will just stop me from progressing, but it won't allow them to progress. So now that they've got all this in play, the benefit for me is, oh, there we go, is 1 for 1. I guess it doesn't matter where they put it, the 1 for 1 progression. If I was them, I'd probably put it on the companion side, knowing that your hero side can stay in the 3 regions, have more options to progress in the future. But on the okay, so which landmark is he going to discard? And now it gets a little bit more difficult for me. But on the positive side is they've got 2 cards in hand. I am going to have... This is the question of what is smarter for me to play. Honestly, I should play out the Arcolano Milk. If I play out, in most cases, I know they've got the removal, so they've got Boom. So the only way they can do that, so I'm going to get rid of Mighty Jin. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Suha. And the reason I'm getting rid of Suha is Mighty Jin at least gives me a lot more stats for the next day. And I know that I'll at least be in one of those regions the next day. So we're going to see what are they going to play. My hope is that I can stop them from being able to get all their cards out. If I can get rid of everything, thanks to the hunger. This is where the hunger is so broken, is someone can do a whole bunch of stuff and then gets completely removed purely by 1 card. Now it does cost 8, so it isn't cheap. So he is getting rid of his own Foundry to have more stats there. Okay, tough one for them. I am going to play out my Arcolano Milk. So they do know, they've got to know what's coming here. Do they have the removal in hand? And if they do, then I will, and of course it's going to cost them 1 more. They don't. In this case, double. It's like he's just really making it difficult for himself because of what I've got in hand. And we will see that I'm going to get the double progression thanks to the hunger. And this is where, like, you got to feel a little bad when you play that out. But at the same time, if you know it's coming, what do you do to prepare yourself against it? And this is where Sierra has a hard time. They do need something in there available to them. So you got to make sure, at least on BGA, that you gain the fleeting first, and then you get everything else, so that it becomes how would I call it? Gets fleeting. Good game, Shroom. And I appreciate the support and giving me that that win on the silliness of what I did. But looks like I am 1-1 so far. So we'll not get the pack. I didn't get it last week either. I gave it away, so I will not. And once again, this is crazy that I won without triggering Halua. Absolute insane. Okay, let's move back and go to the tournament homepage for a second. Return to the main site. Let's see who is still playing. And we will see here, everybody has finished outside. Let's look at here. So Scaragon again against Immoral. That's a fun one. Let's have a look what they've got in their arsenal. Switch over the view. Fantastic. We are seeing Isri against um, Trace. Both have a lot on the field. Unique is a Copelia 3-2 for 330. When I go to reserve from the expedition zone, you may play me for free and I gain a sleep. And when played from reserve, you get to draw a card. On the other side, we're seeing another unique, a Mountain Nymph. Very pretty looking card. At dusk, you have less cards in hand than your opponent. Create an Aerolith token in your landmark. Interesting. But if I'm it when played from reserve, if I'm facing an expedition in Mountain, you can sabotage. So really just there so that they can play it the next day from reserve. And we are seeing Isari really take it, Immoral taking it to Scaragon today in this matchup. Very, very interesting. And I'm interested. Let's see what they've got in their landmarks. So no landmarks have Aerolith Reef and Brassbug Dropship. Yep, that makes sense. I love Dropship, especially in Isari where you can really trigger easily. So sleeping the gets played out, gets to sleep, gets the card draw. Isri has got some issues with the amount of cards they have available to them. Nothing in reserve. Can they trigger? Can they trigger any of the Aeroliths so they can have more cards available to them? It's cheap, but they are 2 mana behind. So this is where Scaragon has the ability of just taking it slow. And because there's nothing in reserve, though, the Armored Jammer doesn't really help out right now. But you could you could the moment that the Aerolith is played, unless they pay the resource for the Aerolith, use the card straight away. So we're going to see how Immoral ends up playing this. 3 landmarks, geez Louise. I think they're going to just wait. Do they just put all their power onto one side? Very interesting. I'm not sure what they will do. Like, I really want Isri to be really strong, but because she plays in a very similar game style as Trace, most people just go for Trace because of the power and consistency that deck has. Now we can see that we got rid of the Frankenstein, so that will not allow the additional card draw, which is really good. Trace activating their ability straight away, not something that I like to do first if I can avoid it. Really trying to play with your deck closed as much as possible. But they are choosing to bring it out so that they can get the salvager out now, so they can get another resupply. Very, very smart on that behalf. But once again, not getting the stats they're looking for. Oh my goodness, 5? Is there no characters? If there's no, the good thing is they can play out their Aeroliths unless they choose to wait until the very next day. So we are seeing the Mountain Nymph be played. If you are facing, so the sabotage is of no use right now in terms of its unique ability. What is Immoral going to do? They've got some cards in hand. The benefit is if they end up getting rid of the Armored Jammer at the end of the day, at least if there's anything left over in reserve, you can have the Trace start for very little. But right now, Trace is clawing it back and going to make it even if we get the 2-0 progression that we see on the board today. Okay, honestly, great. Making the the Capelia lose its sleep, which means it will draw a card the next. Sorry, lose its fleeting, so it can draw a card the next day when it's played as well. So, very, very interesting, very smart dynamics, very creative way of putting their things together. And getting out another Priya. Tough one. When my expedition moves forward, create an Aerolith token in your landmark. The question is, will they be able to do this? This is very smart as well, also from Trace. So what they've done there, and this is my interpretation of the game state, is you play this out the Paju so you can then use the sabotage effect by getting rid of the Armored Jammer. And as you do that, then you can get rid of the Sleeping Capelia. The question that I have is, they may not be able to. They will probably have to get rid of the Priya or whatever gets done afterwards, because it's after the Aeroliths actually get put in later. But I'm just saying, Copelia, when he goes from the reserve from the expedition, he gets played out straight away. So I don't think there's a chance for the Armored Jammer to actually activate. This is really good because it's very a niche gameplay that you don't see very often, and I'm interested to see what we get from BGA, and I believe BGA does follow the rules appropriately. The Izmir Stargazer being played out. Why are we choosing to play everything on that side? When because you oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Aeroliths. Okay. So what we should see from Immoral, and we are basically down to the last minute. What we should see from Immoral is get rid of the Armored Jammer. That way you get rid of the Priya, or do you wait another day? But you may not have the ability to. You may not have the ability to. Okay, getting rid of the Armored Jammer. Oh, we have ran out of time. My goodness, I'm sorry. So when it was Scaragon getting it, just because they had extra time, they do. Sorry, they were able to get that. I am moving on to my next tournament, so I'll go quickly through here as we progress. It looks like we are there. Make sure I select the right deck. Sometimes Board Game Arena is just a little bit rough. So let's see what ends up happening here. Oh no, I'm playing against Clem's deck. Jeez Louise. All right. Do I have removal? Do I? And unfortunately for me, I've seen some of the stuff that they have in play. Um, Ramp would be maybe my saving grace. I really don't have anything that's useful. Do they have removal? You know what? Let's see, just for fun. It's all fun in a day's work, right? So first card that's getting played, it's going to be as a 2/2/2. Okay. All right. Getting my own Priya out. Not really helping me. And I am going to pass to get Halua. Yeah, at least I'm getting at least I got a Kalua token this time. But he gets to draw a card too. No one progresses. And this is where I need to probably be quicker. Playing against Gulrang. Let's see if we can do that. The potential benefit I have is if I can get to 8 resources and I've got a hunger, I may be able to get rid of some of their good work. So put it on my Chili Companion side. So my unique is create a Brassbutt Robot token in target expedition. If you control one or more landmarks, I've got tough 2, so we are going to see basically me progress on 1, they're not. I get to pass, so I've got my second Halua token, or Halua trigger. So let's see what ends up happening as we progress. Look at this, Runefolk, how's it going? I mean, one of your potential disciples is playing, I think, in terms of the long game decks. Thanks for joining us. All right. How rough. What do I want to do? Let's get. No, I'm going to get rid of one of the Priyas. Let's see that. So, do I sabotage and get rid of more card draw? That'd be nice if I could. But I'm already fairly behind. Second Messectet has come out. The good thing is that they're all let's see, if I play that on that side, I'll progress. Okay. There. Play a card. I'm also going to play this out so then I can sabotage. I want to sabotage his card draw ability to see if that helps me out. He'll actually pass, so no progression from me. No progression from him. Oh man, I am falling. This is not the game state that I'm looking to play. Purely because, and he doesn't let me get my Halua out. Okay, I do have the play that I need going forward, which I'm happy about. All right, which one do I get rid of? I don't know if I'm going to be able to Tiny Jin for the benefit right now. So let's play this way. We'll see if this is the right play. But I'm really laying straight into his game style. Can I get a progression? I am not playing very well. Look at this. Jeez Louise, at least. At least. Oh, geez. So if I need to get something. And let's give myself the token. At least I'm progressing right now. Can I force him to use? What is he going to play out? Yep, another 2/2/2. Where is he going to play it? I've got to try to ramp. If I go 0 for 0, at least I'm ramping. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're not moving, but I need to get something. Once again, I'm not getting the Halua token out because I think I'm playing Kojo over Sierra. That's the game style I'm used to. Oh boy. Which card do I want to get rid of? A little bit of a predicament for me. So for me, if he plays out his unique, I have to play out the hunger straight away. I have to. I don't want him to have the ability of getting his. Dang it. He won't. He doesn't have it in hand right now. Okay, get myself a card draw, and get myself. Okay. Does he have another 2 cost? I think he does. He's got to. Right. Double Messick Tet's a rough one. Aegis Templar gets played out for a 1. Yep. Okay, now he's activated. And the good thing is I get to pass. And I don't get my... So I get the Halua token, which is great. He gains fleet. He gets a +1. I don't progress. Neither do they. Now the next day, do I have a 1-cost play? Do I have to discard 2 mana? Let's do that. Okay. Let's see if I can do that. So I've got 10. Now, what I'm looking for is for him to not have... if he's got removal, I'm in a bit of trouble. But this is my question is, do I play... What do I play first? I've got to make him lose some of his cards in hand. Because if that happens, then I can at least gain fleeting first. That's part of the way of playing it on. So yeah, Runefolk, I'm learning this. This is the first time I'm doing this. I got to find a way of getting Gulrank to use up their cards, because if they don't, like I'm so low on cards compared to him. And I'm assuming Clem's a gentleman, but now we're going to see here. That's all right. License withdrawal, and they're going to get a double progression. That's fine. I got rid of a whole bunch of their cards. The good thing is, I will at least get, I'm forcing them to use more cards. I'm going to get Halua out, so 4-4-3. They'll have to use 2 cards. Oh, damn it, they're getting... So then I should have played it on the other side. I just assumed that, anyway, to make sure I get 1 progression, but that's probably in their favor. Yeah, once again, look at the amount of card draw they're going to get. But they still haven't got their uniques out. So are they waiting to end state when they have enough to be able to do it? Now, my hope is that I get another hunger eventually, so when it's played, because I've seen their unique that they've got, when they have their card draw unique... And what do I want to get rid of? Order Certimony, or what do I? 3, 6, 9. Rough. Okay. Play this. So I'm going to be able to then play out the Bravos Harpooner to give it a boost. To then play this to discard that. Now he may just be happy to draw 2 additional cards. And maybe that is what will end up happening. And then I'll pass, and I'll have a gigantic Halua, potential at least for getting 1 for 1 and 1. Or 2 and 0, depending on what they've got in hand. Looking here, create 2 Manamoths, nice. Getting a card draw and drawing that up, that's fantastic, because I will still, my Halua's not going to actually get the benefit. It is going to be a 1 for 1, but now at least I'm gigantic going forward. Now, my hope is that my second of the hungers is going to come out to give me something, because the card draw advantage that they've got is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't have anything there that's going to help me, but I'm going to stick to my 11. Okay. So the question is, do I just go all in on one side? And neither of the sides really help me, but at least on that one. Let's see what Clem does. What does he do? Field reinforcements. Yep, play 1 out. It's going to play it on the same side. Oh, going the other side. Interesting. Getting the +1. Okay. Okay, I've got to force more cards to be played. And then I'll play my last card. So full on getting... I know this is awful. I've got nothing in hand. Nothing. And he's going to have his... the one that... Let's see. And pass. Get a Halua out. Can I still get the progression I need? Or does he have what he needs? Yep, Phil knew this was coming. Conscription's going to give him 888 worth of resources, but... And this, does he choose? No, he has to choose one side. Thankfully, he has fleeting. So I'm still ahead, but he's also progressing. Does he have another one of those? Absolute ludicrousy. Well, thanks for joining us at all. I know it's a little bit more boring when I'm playing as well as casting. I think I just need to get to the moment where I'm just casting. It's a lot easier to pay attention on the game state. Oh, dang it. And I am going to get... So it's a 1-0 for him. The good thing is that will deactivate a lot of stuff that he has. And I'm surprised that that unique hasn't come out, but maybe they're waiting. They're waiting for the right time to play it. Positive for me is they're going to get rid of a couple more cards, but they have so much token spam or tokens available to them. And hopefully we don't run out of... Okay, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I could play it all out if I... What am I going to get? Oh, there you go. I have tough. When another character joins, if you control 3 or more characters, they will the moment something else comes out. Okay. Let's see how much additional card draw they're going to get. At least I'm going to have 10, 10, 10 on one side, 11, 10, 9 on the other. Tough. Orders Overseer, they're going to get the benefit there. Going to get to draw 2. And it has come out, which is ridiculous. I'm going to pass. Can I force them, though, to be able to use a lot more cards? The thing is, it doesn't matter if they do. They can play both of these out. The good thing is they can only get the card draw. I'm hoping to be at least progress on one side. What do they have for 3 resources? So getting 2, so they're going to get 4. 4, 4, 4. They got to choose a side. I'm assuming they. You know what? Yep. 4, 4, 4. Getting the boosts. Getting rid of that. Playing, drawing 2 cards, and getting the mobile armory. That is such a great, crazy unique. Sleeping it. Fantastic. So my question is, which one do I sleep? I'm going to go sleep, confirm. And then I will still progress 1, they progress 1. Now, can I? I'm going to run out of time a little bit. So we've only got 3 minutes left in the game. So what are they going to get rid of? They're going to continue to sleep. The good thing is if they do play hypothermia, I just keep on sleeping my Kybara, which will give me more than at least what he has. But not really what I want. I'm not going to discard anything. I'm going to keep all my cards in hand. Nothing really useful. Rubbish. Such a good card. It's going to get more card draw and basically right out of their deck. What will I do? What is he going to do? Man, so much access to everything. Is he going to... He can't pass. He's got 8 resources remaining, but I'm completely spent. Spent beyond recognition. I think this game's going to go to time. I didn't get a chance to watch another game. That's what happens when you play against Gourang. Mesiktet going to be played out. Nice, he's going to have all his Mesiktets back up. I'll pass. If they've got another, if he's got another Mesiktet, does he, or is he going to sleep his own? Is he going to sleep it? Mesiktet or sleep? What do you think? Really, really tough one. Well, just a reminder for those that are playing, you will get the chance to. What is he choosing? What are his two options? Activate Messectet using the Axiom Signet Smart. Okay. At least he's not going to be able to sleep. Oh, you know what? He's got the one cost. Sleep. He's got to choose what. Oh, okay. Getting rid of that. No problem. And does he have a one sleep? He gets a little bit. No, he doesn't. Thank goodness, which means I can get rid of his Achilles the next day, which is lovely. So at least we know that he has to go through 9 plus 12, 13 cards, or at least 9 cards before he gets the benefit. All right. Now, I'm only one track ahead, and this is where we're really close to time. So I've got to try. So 5, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, rough. Well, I think that basically is game for me. Okay, I'm out of time though. So let's see what ends up happening here. We are really, really out of time. I got to be quick. I think Clem will have this, but we're going to figure this out. Dum dum tick tock tick tock. Right, everything's going through the last seconds. See, he's going to create 2 mana moths. Nice. Ultimately, okay. He's at 9. Play that. So we're both over time, so we'll see what ends up happening. What's he going to play? He's got everything in his hands. Jeez Louise. Play the single card out. Nice. I'll pass to get my Halua up. Can he get enough? Can he get over 4? Legion Commander, lovely. Nice. 13, 14. Geez. Yeah, he's going to get the double progression. But the thing is, are we going to run out of time and the game's not going to work? Because he's now ahead. So much. Nice. Very smartly played, though. I'll say this. I like it. So I'm trying to, let's see. 13 cards. I can't afford to mana. That's funny. The good thing is he play? Is he going to play his Kikoba? I should be playing my Kikoba. Dang it. And now, and then he'll get the win. Just don't want the time to run out for him, since he's won. I think he's won. We'll give him. No, got to keep. You know what? Yes. All good. All right, we've gone 2 minutes over. It's allowing us to continue, so nice. Good job. Congratulations, Clem. I think you're going to get this. I'm trying to be as quick as I can so we can get you the victory. Gets the boost. Oh, you're joking. Oh, good. I think he should have won. Yeah, good. Perfect. That's the way it should be. Well, guys, I think that takes us to the very end. Once again, you get your adventure pass. I have put it in the tournament information. Good game to you. Well done. So GG's going all round. Fantastic work, everybody. I do believe that takes us to the very end. So congratulations all. Hopefully next time I'll be able to see a few more people, but well done. But well done. I look forward to seeing everyone and catch the Nook tournament that's happening in just over half an hour. So all the best, guys, and I'll catch you soon.